congratulations, you've made it to the fish markets and you got some food, and I guess now you want to know how to get home and cook this stuff so you're not going to be wandering around the streets starving or having to live on bin chickens and seagulls. Well, this is the way we came, and obviously the easiest way you'd think would be to just go back the way you came. Alternatively, if you want to take the scenic route, you could take the purple line around Jubilee Park, etc., Blackwattle Bay, which is really, really nice, and I do highly recommend giving it a go because there's some beautiful harbour views along the way, and on a nice day, you know, it's just fantastic. But what I decided to do, because there was a really strong headwind, was to cross the road and get on the shared path on the other side of the road. You can tell it's a shared path because there's these signs up around the place on poles, as well as some stuff on the ground. Now, you know, as it says, 10 kilometres an hour. There's a rather large and tricky intersection to get across here, which is a bit horrible, but you know, because of the headwind, I would have been tonking along the road at about 10 kilometres an hour. I was absolutely screaming going in the opposite direction. One thing, of course, you got to watch for with you know, being a narrow shared path is lots of other people on it. Now, this is just the view around Blackwattle Bay, and you're probably thinking when you're going into the headwind and up hills, why didn't I take the scenic route? Now, of course, you've got to put up with you know, pedestrians, etc., and stuff outside cafes, and you know, just take it easy, relax. You know, it's not a race to get home. And now we've made it to the start of the cycleway at the bottom of Bridge Road. Just watch where this guy walked out. Notice he was walking on our left as he popped out of there. Yeah, really watch it going into here, that, you know, it's dark, you don't run into a pedestrian coming the other way. And this is the stairs from the Glebe light rail station. Again, it's a blind corner. When you come around there, don't come screaming around the corner and smack into a pedestrian. And slogging up this hill, again, you might be wondering, why didn't I go the flat way around Blackwattle Bay? Because it is a bit of a long slog. Now, as you come up the hill here, you see some of the intersections have got green paint across them, and others, like this one, don't. Not sure why the engineers decided to do it that way, because it doesn't you know, give a warning for people coming out of the side streets. There's a cycleway here. Good old gridlock here and congestion. I came around here and thought, no, I'm not going to ride up that line of cars. I'm just going to sit here and wait and take my turn. Now, this is one of the steepest sections, and of course there's no cycleway because there's a right-hand turn there, and you have to cross 100, 150 metres where there's just no cycleway. And you know, most drivers I've found have been very cool through here. Of course, you get some who are in an absolute mad screaming hurry, you know, that make life miserable, and then you think, why didn't I go the scenic way? But you know, putting up with stupid drivers through there makes you appreciate the cycleway even more. So we've got these merge points here, and yeah, drivers like that truck driver who was in a mad rush. Yeah, you got to get around those islands and then duck back into the cycleway. Now here, there's another merge point. We've got to go across to the right because there's an island in the middle of traffic lights coming up. And here's this mad truck driver again, and notice he's turning into a pedestrian on a red left turn arrow. Yeah, great, mate. So what do we got here? We're back into the cycleway. And then it ends again because there's this concrete island in the middle of the road. You know, you just have to put up with these things. And then as we come around this, well, as the road widens, we're into the cycleway again. Now, if you want to turn back into Alexandra Drive, going back the same way we came, I wouldn't actually recommend coming this way, because not only did I have to merge, I had to merge across a couple of lanes of traffic to get into the right-hand turn lane. Now, this was fine because traffic was very light, but it would be a bit of a shocker if traffic was heavy and it's moving a lot faster than you are and coming up behind. So what I should have done, in fact, was just avoid the cycleway and go straight across there into the right-hand lane. You can see people, you know, double parking through here. So we come back out of Alexandra Drive, we're going to hang right. There's the red things on the right there. Through this roundabout, and immediately on the left there's a cafe called Fez. This place is really good. I had a shakshuka, I think, one day. Highly recommend it. Very nice, good coffee. If you don't want that one, well, bike parking is a bit of a nightmare. As you come up through this roundabout, there's a couple of cafes on the left, and there's a couple of cafes on the right and one on the left. So there's the Drop, never tried it, don't know what it's about. And on the other side of the road, there's Black Toast and Stone Ground Bakery. Now, I've only been to the Stone Ground Bakery. It was very nice. Got some good sourdough from there, nice coffee. Bike parking's a bit limited. Dog parking's a bit limited too. If there was more than a couple of you, it would be a problem. There's the Booth Street Bakery. That seems to be more of like a little Vietnamese hole-in-the-wall bakery, just for a snack, not a sit-down. This is a very fancy place, but at least it's got somewhere you can chain the bike up to. Probably a bit irrelevant. We're coming up to the Annandale Hotel here on the left again. That'll let you know if you're heading the right direction. We kind of come over the hill and you go screaming down the hill and around this bend. And the way we went to the fish markets was we popped out of the side street on the left here. And this is where our red and blue lines are going to diverge. And we're going to go straight ahead instead of hanging left there. And again, hills. This route is just hills. If you want to build your legs, it's great. If you're feeling a bit tired, maybe not so great. And we're going to go straight across here rather than turn left or right and duck in here. And this is the old tram sheds, is it? And it's now a bus depot. And you can see the difference between the two routes we're taking. Going there, we went south. Going north, going home, we're going north across the top of the park. So there's the Pioneer Memorial Park, I think, in front of us. And on the right, there's the bus depot. Just be very careful as you pop out of the end of the road here. This is a working bus depot. You will see buses coming in and out. Don't get hit by a bus. And watch out for this roundabout. The sight lines to the right aren't that great. There's no speed cushion, so people come screaming into the roundabout from the right. I almost got collected here, and by a car that came flogging through at the last moment. So we go through, saw him at the last moment, through that roundabout, and down here at this next intersection is the Grumpy Bean Cafe. Again, quite a good place to stop. And this is like a marker for me as to which road to turn into. Yeah, that sofa's on a bit of a slope, even though it's on bricks. Very nice place to sit, but you've got to watch your coffee doesn't slide off because it's on such a slope. In front of us is the City West Link. We're going to go underneath it, but not underneath it, next to it, by turning left and then right at this roundabout, go under the railway line, and we're paralleling along the City West Link at the moment. And there's the Hawthorn Canal back in front of us. The bay runs off to the right. Now you might go, right, I know how to get home from here. I can just go around there and go up either Arthur Street or Heath Street or whatever, and find my way back to Five Dock. But we're going to take the blue line instead this time, go back to the Hawthorn light rail station, and we're going to cut across Waratah Street to get to Five Dock that way. So we just go straight down this road, round a couple of gates to keep the drivers out, and we've made it to Cafe Bones. Very nice place. You see some bikes there as we panned around. Plenty of room to sit, etc. Now you're in a dog area, so just take it slow. And you can see dog people are the nicest people. They open the gate for me. And if you want to stop here for a while, because it's a pleasant spot, council have very nicely provided lots of bike racks. Now we go back over the canal via this bridge, and you got a fork in the road here. Where are we going to go? Well, we're going to take the middle road, although council's probably going to tear this up before long because they're building a new path. We're going to duck back onto Hawthorn Parade and go up Waratah Street. And what are we faced with again? Oh, another flippin' hill. It might be a relatively short route, but there's lots of little climbs along the way. Now on the right here again, you can see there's this cafe called the Hungry Grasshopper, and there's bike parking here again. You can tell you're in the area in West Council because everything has bike parking. Now we're heading down here again towards the City West Link, and I don't like crossing at that intersection, so I duck into this driveway. I don't think that intersection's been well thought out for cyclists along this route. Coming down the hill here, I'm really not sure what to do, but this is a fairly wide road, takes a while to get across, and it's one of these intersections where you've got to wait in the middle of the road for the traffic coming the other way. Might be a bit of a problem in a large group. We're going to go over this bridge, and we're at Libby's place in Temple Park, if you know where that is. and we're just going to pop out of this partly blocked pram ramp here, and we're on Ingham Avenue at the bottom. And if we keep going straight up here, we're going to run into Five Dock Park, etc. So from here, of course, once we get the East-West Regional Cycleway built, you could then get to places further west. So, you know, the part one was the red line, part two was coming home by the blue line. There is another video which I'll put up, which kind of does part of the purple line around Blackwattle Bay. Yeah, that's how you get to the fish market and back, and have a coffee along the way if you feel like it.